soak it for 3 hours, and then you cook it inside. Lovely.
Yeah, I want 4 cocktails. Yeah, I want 4
And I said to the wife, why can't we have roast pheasant for a change? It was super. I had 10 donuts and a pound of sausages.
Feeling hungry? Isn't it odd how everyone's mind runs constantly on food? It almost looks as if half the world's population is working to feed the other half.
Not to feed me. I just live on black coffee and cigarettes.
You tell that to the school cook. I'm dying with hunger right now. I never get enough to eat.
Certainly not to feed me. I'm on a diet.
Well, I think a lot of cranky nonsense is talked about food. I eat when I'm hungry.
Fair enough, up to a point. But if the only purpose of food were to fill a gap, you could do just as well with a nose bag. But you know you couldn't. Food has all sorts of other jobs to do, apart from filling a gap, so it must be chosen to do them efficiently. Tastes differ, but with so many foods to choose from, you can always get a properly balanced diet and still have what you like.
A balanced diet? Does that mean you have to weigh everything before you eat it?
Good Lord, no. But all food contains things called nutrients, and they are the things you should know about to start with. There are 5 essential groups of nutrients in a balanced diet: proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, and minerals. But you must take them in the right amounts. But we don't eat nutrients, we eat food. So it's important to know which nutrients are found in which foods. Vegetables, say, vitamins and minerals. Meat, vitamins, minerals, proteins, and fats. Milk, the lot. These nutrients will give the body energy and warmth, build and repair its tissues, protect and regulate its functions. There are 4 groups of food: meat, fish, eggs, and cheese, milk and cheese again, fats such as margarine and butter, vegetables and fruit. The 4 groups provide the essential nutrients. In addition, foods like bread and potatoes will top up these nutrients, especially the carbohydrates. 1 food from each group, I said each group, taken twice a day will give a correctly balanced diet. Of course, in different countries, they get their nutrients in different kinds of food.
Why can't we have an all-purpose food that does everything?
Just think what food has to do. It has to build bones, flesh, and teeth, and make us grow. It has to provide warmth and energy. It has to give protection from infection and disease. And make us look and feel good, ready for any emergency. All living creatures have to eat, turning food into energy and flesh. Animals may be either carnivorous or herbivorous. In plain English, meat-eating or vegetarian. But unlike animals, human beings can choose from almost the whole plant and animal kingdom. So really, we have no excuse for not eating the right foods.
Oh, here you all are. I've been looking for you for ages.
Why are you so exhausted?
I'm dieting, so I missed lunch.
But dieting doesn't mean not eating. It means eating properly. What do you eat?
Well, I'm not awfully well organized. Sometimes I forget my figure, and I'm so hungry I have to eat a bar of chocolate. But when I'm strong-minded, I can go for a whole day without food. That's not a diet, it's spasmodic starvation.
She's right, you know. Anyway, I'm quite sure you need to eat a lot more protein. It doesn't make you fat, and it's absolutely essential.
Can you prove it to us?
Well, why not? If I can find a victim. I mean subject. Oh, thank you, sir. How nice of you. Over there, if you would. Turn it on. Now behind it. That's right. No, behind it. Now, these bricks represent the proteins. The same sort of protein found in meat, fish, eggs, cheese, and milk. They go to make up the main tissues of your body. When we eat, the bricks are broken down by the digestive juices into much smaller units called amino acids. There are about 20 kinds of amino acids, which, according to how they combine, can form all the different types of protein the body needs. When the body tissue needs replacing, or is weak or damaged, it's the amino acids which do the repair job, traveling in the bloodstream. When the supply of amino acids runs low, the body can make about half its needs without help. But the other half, known as essential amino acids, you have to get by eating protein foods. Milk, cheese, fish, eggs, and meat. If you don't eat the right sort of protein, you don't get the essential amino acids, the body tissues can't be replaced, and you can't live. Eat it, and you can.
But what about vegetarians?
But look at the mountains of food a vegetarian animal has to eat. It may be a pity, but we just haven't got the time to spare that the hamster has, nor the digestive apparatus to deal with it all.
All this talk of food was making me hungry.
Milk? Oh, good idea. You look as if you're still growing, so you'll need all the protein and calcium you can get, and there's nothing better than milk for that. In fact, milk is the nearest thing we have to the perfect food. It has everything: protein, fat, vitamins, and one of the important minerals, calcium. That's what makes it so important for babies and growing children, to give them strong bones and teeth.
Hello, Cocky.
What are you eating?
A vitamin pill.
Well, don't give it to the parrot. He won't like it.
Why, don't they taste good? No, horrid. But I'm supposed to be a bit anemic, so my mother bought these.
But you needn't take vitamins in pills. Let me present Boro the Robo. And our vitamin expert, Dr. Catalogue, who will demonstrate some of the essential vitamins and show that most of them are easily obtainable in a good, normal diet. While Dr. Catalogue is away, I'd like to explain that vitamins are not chemically related or necessarily found together. One food may be rich in vitamin C, for example, and totally lacking in vitamin D. Catalogue's back. Beginning with vitamin A. One of the essential jobs of vitamin A is to help us to see in the dark. Another is to give protection to the linings of the digestive, respiratory, and excretory tracts. Vitamin A is found in green vegetables and in butter and margarine. Next, vitamin D. Unsound bone structure, knock knees, and bow legs can result from a deficiency here. Vitamin D is obtained from direct sunlight. Another excellent source is fish liver oil. This vitamin is especially important to growing children and expectant mothers. Loss of balance is one of the results of a deficiency in the vitamins of the B group. Meat, liver, fish, yeast, and wholemeal bread are some of the foods which contain them. Hello, what's this? Is he really ill, or has he forgotten one of his vitamins? Of course, vitamin C. Helps wounds to heal, teeth to grow, and broken bones to mend. It's found in green vegetables and fruit, particularly citrus fruits. The body needs at least 10 different vitamins. But except for vitamin D, which infants and expectant and nursing mothers should take as fish liver oil or capsules, it's difficult not to get enough in a good normal diet. Yes, that's the best place for that. Now let's go and see if the animals are getting their accessory food factors. Sorry, vitamins. Plenty of fruit and green vegetables for vitamin C. Vitamin A in the carrot will help him to see in the dark. That will give him plenty of vitamins B and D and iodine. lots of protein, vitamins, and minerals in red meat, especially with the offal and the bones.
You don't want me to gnaw a bone, do you?
Not if you don't want to. You can get your calcium and other minerals in more attractive ways. But if you did eat plenty of meat, you wouldn't be anemic, because meat is a good source of iron. The amount of minerals needed to keep healthy is small, but essential. The total amount of iron in a grown adult is just about the equivalent of a 2-inch nail.
Here, have a 2-inch cast iron lollipop.
Some people are always eating. It's a wonder they don't get as fat as pigs.
Well, they don't, necessarily. Let's have a look at this business of getting fat. Getting fat is entirely a question of how much you eat in relation to the energy you expend. In a well-balanced diet, the total amount of food eaten gives just the right quantity of fuel needed for a given amount of effort. But if you eat more food than you need, the only thing the body can do is store it as fat. If you go on eating more food than you need, and with most people that means too much carbohydrate, well, you see what happens. It's as simple as that. So if you want to slim, it's the carbohydrates you should watch.
Well, have you got the message? I'm converted to the idea of eating. Shall we go and find a restaurant?
Bun and coffee for lunch. Where are the vitamins or the protein? Steak pie. Pudding and 4 slices of bread. Obviously, you're not slimming, sir. Look at your carbohydrates. Now, here's a tray which is trying, at least. Fruit juice, milk in the form of yogurt, and vegetables. But there's not enough there to feed a mouse. And any sensible mouse would add some cheese for protein. Well, let's hope we find 4 well-balanced meals here.
I'm still a vegetarian, as you see.
Yes, but you've taken egg and cheese and milk. Good protein foods. Spaghetti, a Knickerbocker Glory, and a donut. Now, what's wrong with that?
Too much carbohydrate.
Exactly. If you get some grated cheese and tomatoes to go with your spaghetti and exchange the rest for an apple, you'll be doing much better.
I really feel quite greedy. I've chosen such a big lunch.
Steak and fried tomatoes and a chocolate eclair. Well, the steak and tomatoes are fine, and they won't make you 1 millimeter fatter. But that chocolate eclair is mostly sugar and starch.
Well, just this once then.
No, all right.
Well, what have I done wrong?
Liver and bacon, spinach and potatoes, excellent. Baked apple and cream, full marks. Delicious and good for you as well. You'll never need iron or vitamin pills. Well, there you are. Everyone enjoys their food. Some get good results. Why shouldn't we do both? The rules for sensible eating are quite easy. Just remember the 4 basic food groups. Meat, fish, eggs, and cheese for protein. Milk and cheese for calcium. Fats. Vegetables and fruit for more minerals and vitamins. 2 helpings from each group every day. That's all there is to it. And the result will be a well-balanced diet.